Wait, hold up. Before we can get into the week-long ride on the C&O Canal Towpath and the Great Allegheny Passage, we gotta dive into how we even got to the start of the C&O in Washington, D.C. So let's get started. First, it was a 6-hour drive up to Pittsburgh. All right, we've arrived to our Airbnb for the night in Pittsburgh. It's over there somewhere. So we're gonna go actually take my car to the parking garage and just leave it and ride our bikes back to our Airbnb just so the car is done for the trip and it'll be waiting for us when we get back. My bags for the train. It's like a little before 4 a.m. and we're going to the train station. We're riding our bikes to the train station. Yeah, we're gonna get this started. So we gotta carry our bikes down there. 3 flights. Awesome times. So it's what, 4:10 in the morning, and we finally found Amtrak. It's kind of hidden over there. So loading up on Amtrak. All right, it's getting real now. Look at this. There are our bikes, and then there are other bikes. And there's our train. Or that's not our train. Our train's coming. Our train's late. Of course it's late. This was actually my first time on Amtrak. And you know what? Even loading a bike on, it was super easy. Catching that beautiful sunrise was just the perfect way to start this incredible journey. And those gorgeous views continued for the entire 8-hour train ride into DC. I'm starting to believe that riding in trains is much better than taking planes. Look at this, we got the bar cart, we got scenery, we got a place to go away from our seats. This is awesome. This is Katie. Look. Look at the misty morning.
So beautiful.
Oh. I spent forever in that dining cart just looking at that river along the way, and I just knew that across the river was a trail out there somewhere that we would be biking on. We are going to be biking that right there. Oh my God. We'll be riding our bikes across that. Now I don't know if that was the viaduct, but I sure thought it was. As we slowly rolled into Harper's Ferry, the reality was getting so close that we were almost to the start of the C&O. Helmets on, we have arrived. We are in in DC. I don't know if that track doesn't mean anything to you, but we're here. I'm ready, excited, sweet. So when we arrived at the train station in DC, we actually met a female cyclist that had just finished a ride from Cumberland to Washington, D.C., and she was so excited. It was definitely one of the highlights of that first day.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Ooh. Bike station, look. Look at that bike station. How cool is that?
Food was priority, so we found this little place called the Wonder Garden, and it had an awesome little empanada food truck.
Love you, cycle track.
Next priority was get into REI to get a few needed supplies. All right, we made it to REI from the train station. Literally, the train tracks are right there. So REI is really close to Amtrak. So Katie's getting our fuel canisters. I'm gonna go in and get some meals after she gets out because we don't want to leave a bike. So that's the way we're gonna roll with this. At first, making our way around DC was pretty leisurely. Capitol building? Oh, Capitol building? Oh. Capitol building again. We had a really, huh? Yeah, gotcha. You know, I have pretty good stopping power for how much weight is on the back of here. The piece didn't last long as we got to all the major attractions in DC, but we were there to get to the CNO.
Well, that's the National Gallery of Art.
We'd save sightseeing for another trip. Just when we thought we were in the clear, a presidential motorcade came through.
You want to stop and look at it?
Okay. We did find it challenging to navigate the city, but luckily we found nice people along the way to help us get to where we were going. And with all the congestion and confusion, we could not find mile zero. So we set out to try to get to the start of the CNO. After all, it's not a single mile marker that we're looking for, it's the entire experience.
We could not find mile marker 0, so this is the start of the CNO. Come around.
Pittsburgh. All right, thank you.
After a short stint on the Capitol Crescent Trail, we made our way onto the crushed stone trail that is the C&O Canal
Oh
Towpath.
my gosh. And here is our turnoff.
Our Airbnb host gave us instructions from the towpath to the house, but I think we took a wrong turn because we ended up on a really hard switchback that even had stairs. Wow, it was crazy.
Glad we are not doing this in the dark for sure. We just walked across that. All right, we are on the road that our Airbnb is on. I did not show you what we just came up, but I think that was harder than what the Paw Paw detour will be.
Tune in next time for day 2 as we spend our first full day on the C&O Canal Towpath. We even explore the Great Falls on our way to spend the night at Brunswick Family Campground. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next episode.